The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as Las Vegas welcomes the Pro Bowl for the first time. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It is always exciting to see the very best the NFL has to offer all in one place. And we have that here this afternoon as we welcome you to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Set to go. It's the NFL's annual showcase. The 2023 Pro Bowl is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They'll be led by a three-time Pro Bowler in his fifth season. It's Deshaun Watson.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his first look is incomplete. It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation. And that's why it got knocked away there. Watson's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Watson looks to throw again. He's got Jordan complete right side.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on second down. Watson
going out wide, finds Chubb.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on the keeper there and in his second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Here's Watson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Chubb.
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
So out comes the NFC for their opening drive.
Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age. It's Justin Fields.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack. And he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Adams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Past the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. Now Fields.
He's got it. Touchdown.
DK Metcalf
from 4 yards out. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. Santos with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 29, Watson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Watson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 50, it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A give. This is Chubb. Muscles him off. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Butker's kick here is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, NFC.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second down and 7. Fields now to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down. Now a toss right to Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here's Kamara on the read option.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on third down, Fields.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by an NFC touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Watson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Watson now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brevin Jordan.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC able to draw a bit closer.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is down to 4. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Jimmy Moreland.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
But Charles, so close to halftime there, you throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown.
Brevin Jordan.
As the first half is winding down, and the AFC has retaken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This is Jakeem Grant.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Fields throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
So we have hit.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll lose lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it, because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big...
There he goes, left side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
99 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here now it's 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Fields. And that's complete to Adams. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Fields. He hits Adams, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fields throwing again. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Kyle Pitts there to make the grab. And the NFC able to draw a bit closer. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The AFC about ready to take over on offense. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
A very solid gain of 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Watson.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Grant sets to return it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
On first down, Fields. That's caught by Pitts.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
On first down, it's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
To the air again, Fields.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be secured by the AFC. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And again, it's Chubb. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Butker's kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't